today I want to show you how I condition my hair and squish to condish after I've co-washed, and often I've deep conditioned already. Today I haven't deep conditioned, I've just gone in and cleaned my hair, and now I am going to condition and squish to condish. And today I'm using this conditioner from Naughty, Wave Hello, which is a CG friendly conditioner, and it is for curly and wavy hair. It's got avocado oil and sea kelp and lots of nice things. So as you can see, my hair is absolutely soaking wet, and I'm going to go and add in a big old blob of conditioner, and I'm just going to get that all the way through my hair. I always start with praying hands just to smooth it through, and then I'll rake it through. Now you'll notice that I am going all the way to the top but not touching my scalp. If you have particularly oily scalp, you might want to actually not put your conditioner quite so high up. But I find that for the best results, so that I don't end up with a terrible frizz halo, it's best to condition as close up the hair as you can, but just obviously not touch the scalp, because you don't want to leave conditioner on the scalp. So I'm just raking that conditioner through my hair and detangling. Now, of course, there are many ways to detangle, but the absolute gentlest way you can detangle is with your fingers, because you can actually feel as you're detangling when you get to a point that's knotted, and you can gently separate it without snapping your hair or breaking your hair. Whereas if you go through it with a brush or a comb, no matter how gentle you are, you can't feel the resistance of the knots the same, so you are more likely to just brush through and break, snap your hair, which is of course not what we want. So just thoroughly detangle. Underneath this section here, as you can see, that's always the most tangly for me. The top layers are generally not tangly at all, but underneath, where it's rubs against my neck, my clothes, in the winter, coats and scarves, chairs, all sorts, underneath is the worst culprit for tangles. Just keep raking and detangling. I'm going to switch to this side. It's not too tangly today. So when I feel like it's mostly detangled, that's when I start the squish to condish process. So squish to condish is as it sounds. You are squishing in the conditioner and water into your hair for the sake of conditioning your hair. And this is actually a tried and true method. I've seen studies done where they've looked at hair under a microscope, hair that's just been normally conditioned and hair that's had the squish to condish method done, and it shows up close when you look at the hair strands how much more of the moisture, water and conditioner is actually pushed into each individual hair strand when you do squish to condish. So it's not just a gimmick, it actually works to plump up the hairs and help them to be more moisturised. Okay, so I would say we're 95% detangled. So I'm going to start to squish to condish. So I'll flip all my hair over. And really, squish to condish is not just about squishing in your conditioner, it's about squishing in actual water. So I'm just going to get a handful of warm water, tap it in my hand, bring it up into my hair, squish. You should get that lovely squishy noise when you're squishing. You can pulse it at the top a few times like that. And you want to do that all the way around. not forgetting to lean forward and get this back area of your hair as well. If you have any really stubborn tangles that just didn't want to detangle, then doing this and pumping in that water and conditioner into the hair shaft actually helps them to slip out of the tangles. I'm going to add a bit more water. Another thing you can do, rather than having like the water running and taking handfuls, is just every so often, just add water by spraying your head a little bit, all the way around. And then you'll see that this conditionery water starts to drip off. So you catch that in your hands and squish it back into the hair. Now my hair is starting to feel kind of slimy, like seaweed, and that is what we're going for. That seaweed feeling is moisturised, well conditioned and squished to conditioned hair. Taking the time to do this really does make a difference. It makes a difference to your clumping and shine, and it also makes a difference to how long I find my wash days last. So now that's done, I'm just going to smooth it through. You don't have to smooth it through after you finish squishing to condish. If your clumps are how you want them and you want to just leave it like that, then that's fine. But I find that all that squishing actually gives me frizz. But this trick I'm going to show you now will eliminate that frizz, so you get the benefits of squish to condish without the added frizz. So I take this super mega wide tooth comb and I wet it first. And then I comb through my hair with it. This smooths out any frizz that all that squishing would have caused, and it also aids my hair in the clumping process. Now you can see that, look, instant clumping, and if I give my head a little shake and just give it a few seconds, you'll see it starts to clump up even more, look. So this is the method that I find is best for getting good, smooth, frizz-free clumps. You can see there's no frizz on those clumps. And at this point, I just gently squeeze out the excess water and conditioner with my hands. Now, depending on how much of your conditioner you want to leave in, you could have rinsed more or less, added more water, or less. I've actually left quite a lot of conditioner in today because I want to. There we go. Now that I've squeezed those out gently, you can see those good chunky clumps thanks to Squish to Condish.